With a Jeep Compass, life isn't a test, it's an adventure, which is why you're not looking back. You're looking forward.
With employee pricing for all, get $4,752 below MSRP, plus $750 bonus cash on the 2021 Compass Trailhawk.
Shop Black Friday week deals starting tomorrow at Kohl's. Plus, get $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent and take an extra 15% off. Amazon Kids tablet, $59.99. Echo Show 8, $64.99. And save on Shark. Plus, free store pickup. Kohl's.
Applebee's 2 for $20. It's date night in the neighborhood.
Hey, what are you doing?
Applebee's 2 for $20. It's date night in the neighborhood. Applebee's 2 for $20. It's date night in the neighborhood.
Big Noon Saturday is presented by AT&T Business. Our people and network will help keep you connected. Let's take care of business. And it's sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Ohio State didn't play last week. Their game with Maryland was canceled, and you could tell the Buckeyes have been chomping at the bit. Man. They have come out to start this game laying major wood.
You feel like they're just like that caged animal. You know, you got a dog at home, you got a brand new puppy at home, right?
That's right. And Wilson with the fair catch. This Sunday, Fox Bet Super 6 is giving you another chance to win $1 million of Terry Bradshaw's money. You can play for free right now, so download the Fox Bet Super 6 app and make your picks for Sunday's game for a shot at $1 million.
Well, I know it's early, but partner, this is a pretty important series here in a short field for Ohio State. You know, this is a defense that prides itself on the ability to rush the passer with their front four, and you give them a couple of possessions in terms of a lead, and they can start to tee off. So this defense for IU has got to stand strong here and hold Ohio State on this drive.
First down to 10 of the 49. Fields again going over the middle and intercepted. Intercepted by Indiana's Jamar Johnson. And Indiana, they've hung their hats on turnovers this year, and Justin Fields throws the pick here in the first quarter.
And this is a guy that never turns the football over. This ball is poorly thrown. It's a little inside. Here's the safety, and as he gets depth, he's going to read Fields' eyes right there, and he starts to move over to his right. And see how this ball brings Garrett Wilson inside the hash? That's a poorly thrown ball, and it's picked off. Jamar Johnson. What an unbelievable play there for IU. I just said they needed a big stop. They get one, and this is a defense, partner, that has lived on turnovers. They're 13th now of the season, and they've converted them to points. That's been the biggest point for Indiana, and they've got to do it here.
First interception of the season for Justin Fields. And this one deflected, maybe at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
I think Justin Hilliard got a hand on that one, number 47.
Fields only threw 3 interceptions all of last year.
You take a look at the points off turnovers in the Power 5. Indiana has done so well, 51 total, over 12 a game, and they've got an opportunity here with a short field and the ability to maybe draw even in this game after a start, Gus, that did not look good for them.
Michael Penix Jr. from Tampa, Florida. 2nd and 10. Lefty up the sideline. And incomplete. Intended for Miles Marshall, who got 2 hands on it. 7 Banks in coverage for the Bucks.
Well, here on 3rd down, you've got to go back to what you need, which is that conversion. You got to look to your playmakers. You got to look to Whop Philliard, number 1, Ty Fry-Fogel, number 3. The guy that really is their 3rd down target is Whop Philliard. He's the inside player in that diamond set up on the top.
And Peyton Hendershot, the tight end, had a big game against Ohio State last year. Watch him. He's at the tight end position at the bottom of your screen. Thank you very much. 3rd down and 10 at the 44. Penix pulls it down, fires, and he's got a receiver. And that is Hendershot, but he will not have enough for a 1st down, but they may go for it on 4th here.
Yeah, he got enough where I feel like you would go for it if you're Tom Allen. A nice job by those linebackers of rallying up and making the play, but now you've got that short yardage situation. They'll go for it here.
They need 2 yards on 4th down. Stevie Scott in the backfield.
Scott is 230 pounds.
Penix under pressure, dumps it off, and Freifogel took his eyes off the football. You don't see that happen too often. Drops it. IU turns it over on down.
Well, they've got a perfect play here, and they get away with a little bit of a pick. Check this out. You're going to get Miles Marshall that just kind of picks off the defender, and Freifogel just drops it. Would have been a sure 1st down and then some. IU, huge mistake after the turnover.
You give your time. You give your courage. When we need it most, you give us hope. And when we look around, even now, you show us who we are at our best and why we serve.
During the Black Friday sales event with employee pricing for all, get $8,671 below MSRP on the 2020 Ram 1500.
You know what I think? I think you owe us $48.50. Wild thing.
If you ride, you get it. Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
In this family, everyone does their own laundry, but they all do it a little different.
Honestly, I add a couple Tide Pods and just stuff everything in. It works.
And of course, everyone thinks their way is right.
I stood in line for hours to get this. It has to be washed on delicate.
It has to be cold water. It's better for the planet.
Secret is, with Tide Pods, it all works.
Of course it does.
Told ya.
They get to do it their way, and I get a break from the laundry. No matter how you wash, it's got to be Tide.
The football tradition on Fox continues.
We get set on Thanksgiving.
Alex Smith in Washington will take on Zeke and the Cowboys.
Touchdown!
Celebrate this special day with the game we all love. Thanksgiving Day on Fox.
Today on Fox, it's a battle of Big 12 title contenders as K-State takes on Iowa State next. Then Arizona and Washington clash in Pac-12 action at 8. College football continues next on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Master Teague with the carry for Ohio State.
Well, this run game's been criticized over the first 3 games. I'm looking at the numbers, Gus, and I'm like, the run ball for over 200 yards a game. I'm like, what's the big problem? And listen, there's not a problem. It's just that the expectation is like J.K. Dobbins level of play, and they're not quite getting that.
2nd down and 6 at the 40-yard line. This Olave.
There's a flag in the backfield. Lengthy discussion here. Makes you think that it wouldn't just be a regular old hold.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 52. 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. Replay. first down.
Well, that's called on Wyatt Davis, the All-American right guard. There's Davis right here, 52. IU runs one of their little stunts and a little shove at the end. White, of course, opted out originally of this season, and then once the Big Ten reversed course and decided to have a fall season, came back to be with his Buckeyes. Feels like this team has an opportunity to potentially finish what they got started last year and win a national title.
Second down and 21. Fields in trouble, breaks the tackle, but will not evade the Indiana pass rush as Cam Jones comes up, cleans it up, and drops Fields for a sack.
Check this out, Gus. They have 3 guys coming on the blitz, and finally they're going to get the safety loose. So difficult to pick up. And there's Jamar Johnson, who had the interception earlier in the game, who's right in the lap of Justin Fields, and Fields basically just has to go down.
A loss of 2 on the sack. Third down and 23 at the 23. The only criticism of Fields is that sometimes he may hold the ball a little too long. Empty backfield. Fields steps up in the pocket, wants to run it, spinning, and goes down. Not enough for the first. Jalen Williams with the tackle, and Ohio State will have to punt it away.
Well, I got to take advantage when the opposition makes a mistake, and right there, that Wyatt Davis penalty backed the Buckeyes up, and Indiana was able to get off the field. So a nice series there. Back-to-back series of kind of answering the bell. Remember, Ohio State goes bang, bang, 2-plays touchdown, and then here we go with the Hoosier strength, which is their defense. They come out with an interception, and now they get off the field and force a punt.
Drew Chrisman, second-team preseason All-American punter for the Buckeyes, and he drops this one once again inside the 20-yard line. 7:02 to play, first quarter. Buckeyes with the lead. Indiana, though, starting to get some confidence. Let's see what they do on all right after this.
The star of the winter show.
Good evening. All schools across the country will close as coronavirus reached 104.
On a Superstitious Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Where are they? Where are they?
Honey, come on. I got the Dr. Pepper. We're going to be late for the game.
Looking for my lucky pants. Have you seen them?
There was a problem at the cleaners. They shrunk your lucky pants.
My pants?
Next time on Fansville.
They still fit.
Oh.
Dad. Look, fit like a glove.
You don't wear gloves as pants.
Hey, Sheriff. How you doing?
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville.
This holiday at T-Mobile, it's not about how far apart we are. It's about how close we can be. So we're bringing out our best deal on the new iPhone 12 with 5G on every plan. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% on your bill versus the other guys. That's the best value in wireless. That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on America's largest 5G network. And save 20% per month. It's time to holiday on. It's time for T-Mobile.
You give your time. You give your courage. When we need it most, you give us hope. And when we look around, even now, you show us who we are at our best and why we serve.
During the Black Friday sales event with employee pricing for all, get $8,671 below MSRP on the 2020 Ram 1500.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by Ram, built to serve. The last time Indiana won the Big Ten championship was in the great year of 1967. The Hoosiers finished the season 9-2, but lost in the Rose Bowl to national champion USC. The year I was born, Joe, was 1967, 53 years ago.
You're a young man.
I'm an old man.
No, don't say that.
That's right. Happy about it. First down and 10 at the 20. Scott. Stevie Scott pushes the pile full. Tough Borland, middle linebacker with the tackle.
That run game, you know, it's not great for Indiana, but they're going to have to at least keep Ohio State honest. That was the 13th snap for Indiana. They've only handed it off on a true run play now twice after that last play. And, you know, they're going to throw it to make their yards. There's no doubt. But they got to keep those linebackers honest with at least the threat of the run game during the course of today's ballgame.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line. Penix over the middle. Caught. First down. IU. Freifogel.
You know what I love about Penix? The first thing I noticed when I turned on the tape and started watching him play, he anticipates the throw so well. So many times, Gus, if you give him a clean pocket, he's going to throw the football before the wide receiver is out of the break. It's so tough to defend. The corner is in no man's land. And in large part because of that anticipation from number 9.
First down at the 39 after the 15-yard completion. David Ellis in the backfield. He normally serves as a wide receiver. They'll give it to him. And he'll slice forward, pick up a couple. Stopped by Pete Werner.
Indiana slowing things down. A little bit more methodical on this series.
Second down and 8. Penix dancing around, and he's hit as he releases the football. But hitting his arm was Zach Harrison, the sophomore from Lewis Center, Ohio.
Well, here's Harrison, and he's lined up kind of inside the tackle, but then, boom, he goes on the outside, and look at that hand movement. He's able to get to that left arm of Penix before he can release the ball, and he's got a quick release. So a great job by Zach Harrison, one of the more highly recruited players on this team. He was the second-rated defensive end in America coming out, 5-star player.
Third down and 8. Larry Johnson's defensive line for Ohio State year in and year out.
Previous plays on the further review, the ruling on the field was an incomplete pass.
And as I mentioned, defensive line coach Larry Johnson, year in and year out, his guys are some of the best in the country.
Well, here's what's interesting, right? For this specific year, as we take a look here at when that ball actually started coming loose, and you could make an argument, this is a pretty good stoppage, because you could make the argument, Gus,
it's a fumble,
that ball, Penix lost control before the hand started moving forward. See, it goes back. Boy, that is awfully close.
His arm is, from what I see, is not moving forward. Mikey Rulebooks, Mike Pereira, what are your thoughts on this play?
I agree with you guys. I don't think the hand starts forward until the ball is coming out. So to me, I like it as a fumble. It is a close play. They did rule it as an incomplete pass. But let's remember, you
is confirmed. Quarterback's hand was coming forward. Incomplete pass. Third down.
Mike, finish your thought, please. Even though
I'll tell you, that's awfully close. If they would have changed that to a fumble, then there was a clear recovery by Ohio State, so you could have awarded them the ball there. But to me, I'll tell you, that's too tight for me to say you could confirm that as a forward pass.
Not only that, not only did they confirm it, which I could disagree with, but Mike, they did it so quickly, which is very odd. They didn't even stop it earlier when it looked like Whop Philyor fumbled the football. So a slow start for the replay booth.
Thank you, Michael. 3rd down and 8 at the 41. Penix looking for the first, delivers up the sideline, incomplete, and Indiana will punt it away.
Tell you what, I really love versatile players, right? And Pete Warner, number 20, is one of the more versatile players that Ohio State has. And here he is, he's a linebacker, and yet he's on the outside covering Whop Philyor, one of the best slot players in the Big Ten, right down the sideline and doing a great job of it. And that Pete Warner is a heck of a player at the linebacker position for Ohio State.
Aiden Whitehead will punt it away from the 25. Garrett Wilson, who scored a touchdown, is back deep, and he has it inside his own 20. So after a quick start for Ohio State, this game starting to level out a bit, 7-0, 4:46 to play in the first, as Fields comes back on after throwing his first interception of the season.
And let's take a look at our Nissan Heisman Watch. Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy. And there are some guys that are playing unbelievable football, including Kyle Trask and guys like Trevor Lawrence, Najee Harris at Alabama, Zach Wilson at BYU. This would be my list of the 5 right now, no particular order. And a lot of people, you know, I showed this and they're like, well, what about Mac Jones? Here, I've got a clear stipulation. If you're not the best player on your own offense, you can't be the best player in college football. While Mac Jones is playing great, Najee Harris is the best player in that offense.
Master Teague plowing forward. He'll get close to a first down, and that's what they need from him as Tywan Mullen makes the tackle. They need this running game to really start rounding in the form.
Yeah, and like I said, they're averaging over 200 yards per game on the ground, but they just haven't had those home runs that we saw last year from the speedy J.K. Dobbins.
Dobbins now with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Teague powering over the left side, first down.
What I do like about Teague and his style, Gus, is that he's a hard, straight ahead, downhill runner. And that really helps an offense in play action pass, because he hits the hole so hard that the linebackers all day long, once they start getting used to that, they've got to fill quickly. Ryan Day knows that. He knows that if he can establish the run with Big Master T, that then later in the game that play action pass becomes even more effective.
One of his 3 career 100-yard games came at Indiana last year. Ayers Fields guns it, knocked away. Well defended by Jamar Johnson. 2nd and 10.
I felt like Fields overlooked Olave. Olave is sitting there wide open on the spot route underneath the corner. And you got to take what the defense gives. You know, and Olave is one of the best players in America. Just give him the ball right away, and it's going to be a 2nd and short.
2nd down and 10 at the 31. Master T breaks through, first down and more, running over people. Master T gets to midfield. Cam Jones finally brings him down, but another huge chunk, this time 19.
Well, great vision from Master Teague. He found the seam, and then he got going, right? I mean, he runs hard behind those pads, and it takes a lot to bring him down, but it was that little move at the line of scrimmage, finding the tight seam, that was able to break him loose for that first down.
First down at midfield for Ohio State, leading it 7-0. Teague remains in the game at running back. Fields play fake, sprints out of the pocket, sets, looks backside, pulls it down, dancing, in trouble, delivers. And it's intercepted. Oski, number 98, Jerome Johnson, 2nd turnover of the game in the first quarter for Justin Fields.
Well, first things first, Indiana did a great job of staying home on the backside in coverage, because Fields wants to go all the way back to the left, and then here's Olave front side as he's scrambling around. Fields forces this ball. He can't make that throw. That's an ill-advised throw, and the tip up, and how about the hustle from the big guy? We've seen now 2 big guy interceptions this year, Gus. You gotta love it. Jerome Johnson's able to bring it home. 6'3", 304 pounds. He's one of these guys from the South, from Mississippi, and he came up here and he has been a force for the Hoosiers on defense.
First down and 10 at the 43 for Indiana. And they're running right. Not a lot of room for Samson James as he's driven backwards. Werner and Tough Borland combining on the tackle.
Folks, watch Tough Borland play the game, number 32. Gus, I mean, if you just focus on him, he's shot out of a cannon all the time. This guy understands and recognizes, diagnoses the play as well as anybody in college football. He was downhill in a hurry on that last play.
Second down and 11. Stevie Scott back in at running back for Indiana. Closing in on 2 minutes to go here in the first. They look for Scott. That one thrown a little sharp and over his head. Tyler Friday in coverage.
They had the matchup. Tyler Friday, the defensive end, was dropping out. That was a mismatch for Indiana. And that ball, like you said, just a little bit out in front and a little too hard for Stevie Scott to rein in.
Pass rush. Getting the attention of Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback for Indiana. Third down and 11. IU 0 for 4 on third down conversion so far. Penix over the middle, incomplete, knocked away. Shaun Wade. Freifogel, the intended receiver. So far the defenses are stepping up for both teams.
Well, Penix went to the guy that he trusts. He goes to Freifogel, and there was a nice battle going on between Shaun Wade and Ty Freifogel, and Wade is able to win this one. But the pressure, like you said, it's in the head of Penix. You see he kind of double clutches and then just turns and whips that ball out to his right, but it was a little too far inside and allowed Shaun Wade to make a play.
Whitehead will punt it from the 27. Aussie Rules kicker. Fair caught at the 16. To celebrate Dr. Pepper giving away $2 million in tuition this year, we look back at a 2013 winning contestant, Molly Reed. Molly used the tuition money for nursing classes, which helped her land her dream job as a pediatric RN at Akron Children's Hospital. Be sure to catch the 2020 Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway on December 18th and 19th during the Pac-12 and Big Ten champ games on Fox.
Gosh, I love that, right? What an awesome deal Dr. Pepper has done with that tuition toss, and all those folks getting the ability to improve their futures because of it.
On first down, Fields to the sideline, caught Chris Olave.
Well, let's see how Fields reacts here. Gus, after the first series, it's pretty easy to say that this has been the most shaken Fields has been this season is over the last couple of series. Now 2 interceptions already in this game. We'll see if he can calm down and settle in.
They pick up a first down at the 28-yard line after the 11-yard gain. Fields hands it off. Sermon downhill. First down, Bucks. But a flag on the play.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 3. The 15-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the run. First down.
And that's Tywone Mullen.
That's a poor call. I know because he didn't grab it. It just kind of grazed off of the face mask, right? Like that's incidental and should not be called. You've got to grab it and turn the head. I think that's a poor call there on Tywone Mullen. Unfortunate for the Hoosiers now, but it sets up Ohio State, Gus. This is when Ryan Day loves to take a shot right when he crosses the 50.
First down and 10 to the 42. Fields, he won't take a shot. Down the field, he'll take a shot in his own backfield. So how about this? Jerome Johnson Now, first he gets an interception, now a sack on Justin Fields.
Yeah, and he does a great job here. Watch, he's going to get width, and now he's going to come up the field, and he just confuses Nicholas Petit-Free.
From Bassfield, Mississippi, Jerome Johnson.
He's playing great football. The best of those defensive linemen. He's provided pressure. He's got the interception today, and that's his 3rd sack on the year.
Coming to the end of the quarter. Fields in trouble again. This time he'll take off. And Fields down the sideline, out of bounds. But another flag on the play.
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, here's what happens, Gus. When the quarterback has to leave the pocket abruptly, these tackles get caught with their hands all over the defensive lineman. Here you got Nicholas Petit-Free. And watch, see, he's got that left hand full of jersey. And then when Fields runs, now it gets pulled right in front of the official, and the flag comes out. And so that quality field position after the Taiwan Mullen face mask, they set Ohio State up, and they're unable to capitalize here. And now they got 2nd and forever.
28 to be exact. And that's the end of the first quarter. Close first quarter, 7-0 Ohio State.
Tomorrow holds the course of your financial future, which is why it's good to know exactly how you'll get there. For more than 150 years, generations have trusted the strength and stability of Pacific Life to protect their tomorrows. Because protecting those you care about with life insurance and retirement solutions is a winning game plan. Ask a financial professional about Pacific Life.
Hey there, I'm Aisha, and my favorite thing about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is how easy you can share them with your friends. They taste fresh, they're crispy, you can taste that every single one is unique. The top tier, best chicken nuggets ever. You guys should put that in the commercial.
Hi, my name is Brian, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is you can taste the different types of cheeses and the blends that they use, and everything just comes together. It's like a delicate dance. They're like perfection in every bite.
This holiday season, it's all about the bedroom. And with Casper's Black Friday sale, you can save up to 30% and make yours a winter slumberland. The fluffiest down duvet you'll ever feel. Soft and light percale sheets. A cool, supportive mattress and plush pillows. Even our glow light for better sleep. So go ahead, give the gift of a better bedroom and shop the Black Friday sale with up to 30% off at Casper.com.
911, what's your emergency? The dam broke.
Welcome to the Masked Dancer.
You have some swag.
The guessing just got harder.
Who are you?
The Masked Dancer premieres December 27th on Fox.
Do what you want. Be who you'd like to be. Love who you want. Just give it your all. Go to infinity. Together, my world is so much better. My world feels so much bigger. I love it when we come together. My world is so much better.
Fox News, the Voices America trusts, standing up for what's right.
These legal efforts are critical. Can we speak freely again? Can we have America back?
We, the people, deserve better.
Fox News, the Voices America trusts.
Number 1, Gonzaga's back.
Big time maneuver.
Number 6, Kansas is back.
Get out of my way.
Hoop season tips off with a blockbuster.
Send it in.
In what might be the biggest game of the year. Thanksgiving Day at 1 Eastern on Fox.
Download the Fox Super 6 app. It's free to play. Pick the outcomes of 6 games by 1 Eastern this Sunday for another chance to win $1 million of Terry's money.
Sunday on Fox.
Matt Ryan leads the Falcons against Alvin Kamara and the Saints. Then two future Hall of Famers collide as Aaron Rodgers and the Packers face Phillip Rivers and the Colts.
Wow!
It's a huge NFL doubleheader Sunday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by AT&T Business, Columbus, Ohio. The legendary horseshoe. Justin Fields has thrown 2 interceptions already. His only 2 interceptions of the season. Ohio State faced with a 2nd down and 28. And that one deflected at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Looks like Jovan Swan got a hand on it. I tell you what, partner, this Indiana defense is serious.
Yeah, and they're the strength of the team, right? This has been the catalyst to this resurgence this year, has been this defense and the way that they've played. And it's interesting because last year's game against Ohio State was really the impetus for them to change schematically. Kane Womack, their defensive coordinator, wanted to start putting more eyes on the quarterback and playing less man coverage. He felt like they didn't match up well in that game on a man-to-man basis, which was right, which was why they got beat 51-10. Now they've changed. They play more zone, eyes on the quarterback, pressure on the quarterback.
3rd down and 28, and Ohio State elects to be conservative. Trey Sermon running it.
Boy, and think about the start that Ohio State had, that opening series right down the field, 2 plays. Ryan Day had to be feeling good about it. They got a short field, and this defense responded. Kane Womack's group, Tom Allen's group, has come out here. They are the heartbeat of this team, and that defense has played great ever since those opening 2 plays.
Drew Chrisman will punt it away from the 31, back deep. Reese Taylor. Now, Reese Taylor and Jacoby Hewitt, folks, both wear number 2, so bear with us. And they both are on return teams for Indiana. We're going to have to talk to Coach Allen about that next time we get an opportunity. And NFL tradition continues on Fox as Washington takes on Zeke and the Cowboys Thanksgiving Day at 4 Eastern, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Washington and Dallas are looking to get within a half game of the division lead. And look at this standings in
which is
NFC
not saying
East.
much.
That's not a lot. We're all still in it.
Oh, man. I tell you what, the NFC least.
1st down and 10. Penix and the Hoosiers from their own 16. Penix handing it off. Stevie Scott would gain a half yard, maybe a yard on the play.
But I will say this about that game. In a year where nothing is normal, I'm looking forward to, on Thanksgiving morning, you wake up,
that's right,
you turn on Fox, and you see the Cowboys.
That's right.
Right? You know, I mean, that's Thanksgiving.
Well,
America.
I'm from Detroit.
And the Lions. That's right.
You hear you see the Lions.
There you go.
That's another network.
Remember they used to wear the non-decaled silver helmets?
Yes, I do now.
I loved that.
I
right?
do remember
the
that.
old Silver Dome.
That's right. 2nd down and 9 of the 17. High snap handled by Penix. Underneath, caught. Not a lot of room as Miles Marshall makes the grab.
Well, great coverage there by Proctor. You know, Josh Proctor is a guy that has immense talent. He's a guy that could play in the NFL, but they've asked him to work on his practice habits, being consistent, committing 100%, and he's starting to do that. And you're starting to see that talent rise to the top.
3rd down and 7 at the 19.
They've got man coverage, Gus, and I got to assume that they're going to be looking at Ty Fry-Fogle. He's matched up against Sean Wade in the slot.
Penix. This one caught. And a 1st down. Wap Fillier. Little underneath route, and that frees him up for a 1st down.
Wap Fillier is such a perfect slot receiver because of that quickness that he showed right there after the catch, and the beautiful little shuffle move, that side shuffle out to get to the outside and then move the chains.
On 3rd and 7, they get 10. 1st and 10 of the 29. Play fake. Penix sliding. Delivers deep down the field with a receiver. Oh, he dropped it in the bucket. Miles Marshall down Sevyn Banks with the saving tackle.
Javonte Jean-Baptiste is going to be coming on the pressure, and Penix has to slide to his right, and then he gets the time, buys the time, Gus, to throw this beautiful ball. You called it, drops it in the bucket. Miles Marshall over the shoulder, 1st and goal.
Here they pay it off. Running it, and it's Scott. Crashes into the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Well, this is where that lack of run game starts to hurt you. I think they're going to have to try to get creative with like a pick play with their wide receivers in order to get this ball in. And now you got all those wide receivers now at the bottom of your screen. Watch them breaking and trying to pick for each other to get free.
2nd down and goal at the 4.
Here's what generally happens here is you get outside guys that going to run up like this, and then you're going to have a flat route out of the inside player.
Penix. Sidearm. Caught. Touchdown, Indiana. Whop. Failure. And the Hoosiers with an opportunity to level this game at 7.
Gus, that's exactly what they did. They got that bunch set with their wide receivers. Struggling with the run game, what do? You create a pick for the inside player. And Whop Failure goes up. Now you've got the pick on the outside, and he goes to the outside. The beautiful job of those outside receivers, they didn't block. They just screened and then continued in their route, which does not draw that flag.
That's okay. That's exactly what I was going to ask you, whether or not that was legal. Campbell in for the extra point, and it's good. 7 up. Ohio State, Indiana, battle between 2 top 10 teams in the Big Ten Conference. Good game so far. Back to C-Bus right after this.
You don't become a 117-year-old automaker in this country by refusing to change. The Ford Motor Company does not resist, deny, or ignore change. We pledge to make our most iconic vehicles electric, to use 100% renewable energy across all global manufacturing plants by 2035, to stand for lower greenhouse gas emissions, to stand with Americans and for the planet.
Time to make your disappointing breakfast your X-Fist. Because Wendy's has your new breakfast love. With a fresh cracked egg on every sandwich and crispy oven-baked bacon, you'll be telling everybody about the new breakfast you're seeing at Wendy's. Hurry in for the breakfast of your dreams today.
Be honest, which one's better? The Rogers rate or the Patrick price?
Guys, State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Jake, it's the Rogers rate.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Rated M for mature.
It is time, Eivor. Valhalla awaits.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Available now. Write your Viking saga on the all-new Xbox.
Hulu has live sports.
Really?
My bad.
But we can't shoot commercials right now.
So Hulu put our faces on some other guys' bodies.
Just look at the quads.
Y'all said I need to spend less time filming commercials, so Hulu got some rando to do it for me.
Take it from me. Deep fake Saquon Barkley.
And me, Baker Mayfield's face on not Baker Mayfield's body. Hulu has live sports.
Plus, the largest streaming TV library.
That was weird.
I'm a Verizon engineer, and today we're turning on 5G across the country with a coverage of 5G nationwide. And in more and more cities, the unprecedented performance of ultra-wideband, the fastest 5G in the world. It will change your phone and how businesses do everything. I'm proud because we didn't build it the easy way. We built it right. This is the 5G America's been waiting for, only from Verizon.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by Verizon. The network more people rely on gives you more. And by Wendy's new pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger. 7-7. Both these teams hungry. They could use a pretzel, bacon, pub, cheeseburger.
Every time you say that, I'm like, man, that sounds good.
It certainly does. Gosh, I want to eat one of those so badly.
Oh, man.
As you take a look at the scoring drive, 6 plays covering 84 yards. Indiana came in here a little shaky to start, but they've settled down. We've got a tie ball game here in the second quarter. Mario McCall, the deep man, over his head for a touchback. Now, when Tom Allen took the Indiana job, he wrote down 3 numbers in a notebook. 10 for the years since Indiana's last winning record, 26 for the years since Indiana's last bowl win, and 50 for the years it had been since Indiana won the Big Ten. Since then, he has crossed off one of those goals, but this year marks 28 years since the Hoosiers have won a bowl game and 52 since they took home a Big Ten champion.
I'm telling you, this team believes in itself in large part because their coach believes in them. Tom Allen has done such a great job. He's an authentic guy. The players love him, and they love playing for him.
On first down, Justin Fields again deflected at the line of scrimmage. The Indiana defensive linemen have really been getting their hands in the passing lane.
They're doing a great job, and now Fields, he does not look like himself. He's now 1 of 6 since that opening drive with 2 interceptions, and clearly flustered. And this defensive line has done a heck of a job. Should be noted, they've got a new defensive line coach, Kevin Peoples, that they hired from Tulane. They lost their defensive line coach to Texas. They hired Kevin Peoples, and they feel like Kevin Peoples has developed really well.
And they'll hand it off to Master Teague. He tries to break it back and does. Master Teague, nice piece of running after contact as he gets to the 31. Cam Jones brings him down. But talking about Justin Fields once again, this is very interesting. It'll be interesting to watch this young man play through a little bit of adversity.
That's
we
right.
haven't seen it too often.
You're exactly right. We haven't seen this team with a lot of adversity, and how they answer the bell is going to be very interesting here over the next 10.5 minutes going into half.
3rd down and 4.
Garrett Wilson has been the target on 3rd downs for them this year.
Olave at the bottom. Let's see if Fields looks his way. Here's Fields underneath. Chris Olave, this kid, too sweet. He's too sweet, folks.
Because that's his first 3rd down catch of the year. They just have not needed that outside presence on 3rd down, and Fields goes right to him. Good pocket presence and a beautiful ball right on the money.
First down at the 47 after the 16-yard pickup by Olave. Master Teague plowing his way forward.
Well, this run game has got to start getting loose a little bit, and they've got to start creating movement with that offensive line, because, again, this is what it does, is that it's going to create some opportunities for play-action pass, and that allows Fields to get away from the rush.
On 2nd and 6, Fields, and he's sacked. No, breaks the tackle and just gets rid of the football. This kid is strong, 6'3", 228 pounds.
They're coming again with all 3 players, right? This is kind of the flavor of the week, and so hard to pick up. And Ohio State's not picking up. You see the confusion amongst the offensive line and just the strength of Fields. Grace of God in a sharp stick. He gets away and throws it away.
Cam Jones right on him, but couldn't bring him to the ground. 3rd and 6 at the 49. Indiana with a great plan defensively so far for Ohio State. Buckeyes look a little confused at what Indiana's throwing at them. But remember, Ryan Day's a great halftime coach. Fields underneath, Olave again. Too sweet.
Well, you just got to go back to basics, right? When you're being confused like that up front. And, again, I think it requires getting back to the run game. Here, Olave is just going to have one of those sit-down routes kind of right over the middle of the field, close to the hash mark.
Injured player.
And if he's open, get him the ball right away, and Fields does that. That's what I mean, Gus, when I say take what the defense gives. Olave is sitting there wide open, give him the ball.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA Insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Hey, what are you doing?
After everything our walls have been through the past few months, they deserve some thanks. They deserve Benjamin Moore.
I recommend Nature Made vitamins because I trust their quality. They were the first to be verified by USP, an independent organization that sets strict quality and purity standards. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Dear Best Buy, you think you know your family. Then, boom, 2020 happens. My dad, he works out to this. So, my brother Stevie, turns out he's a pretty great cook. Yikes, sometimes. And Mom, she can game.
Oh, we can help. Nintendo Switch for Mom. Power Beats Pro for Dad. Ninja Foodie Air Fryer for Stevie. They'll love them.
Alicia can't choose between pizza or wings for the game. This isn't a midterm. We say D, all of the above. Like new pizza wings at B-Dubs. The flavor of pizza on a wing. Mark these D for delicious. Pizza wings, one of 4 new sauces at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm feeling good. I just thought you should know.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by USAA Insurance, auto, renters, and home insurance.
Millions of kids nationwide are without their normal access to sports and play due to COVID-19. That's why Fox Sports and Good Sports are restoring play for kids in the programs that serve them through donations of brand new sports equipment. Help keep kids in the game by texting play to the number on your screen to help keep kids in the game. Here's Master Teague. He finds the edge, turns it up. Master Teague, burst of speed. Master Teague, touchdown. Ohio State.
Boy, how about that? Lightning in a bottle from the run game. I said they needed to get that run game going. Check out the tight ends on the outside. You've got Farrell and Rucker doing a great job sealing the edge there. Munford gets a block right there. Olave with a block on the outside, and then the rest is Teague. He gets downhill into the end zone.
Extra point up and good. 14-7. Buckeyes reclaim the lead. Master Teague picking them up, putting them down. Ohio State up 14-7.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But not for your clients. That's why we're a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first.
So what do you provide? Cookie cutter portfolios?
Nope. We tailor portfolios to our clients' needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right?
We don't have those. So what's in it for you? Our fees are structured so we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
I always loved your sunshine. I never said it, but...
Did Spin Around just die?
Yeah.
Can you do it again?
Sure.
Man, missed it again.
Alexa, rewind 10 seconds.
I never said it, but...
honey.
New NyQuil Severe Honey is maximum strength cold and flu medicine with soothing, honeylicious taste. NyQuil Honey, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Kids, what do you want for lunch?
Pizza! Tacos! Pizza!
What about Subway? It's a good call and everyone loves it.
We raised our kids on it.
So it stopped the bickering?
JJ's copying me.
Grow up.
Mom! Knock it off!
Try the new Subway buffalo chicken or barbecue chicken.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something, too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
Shop early and enjoy GMC Black Friday offers all month long. Pay no interest for 84 months on most 2020 Acadia and Terrain models. We are professional grade GMC.
Hey! Yeah? I switched to Geico and got more. More savings on car insurance. They helped with homeowners, too. Okay. Plus, motorcycle, boat, and RV insurance. Geico's got you covered. Like a blanket.
Houston, you seeing this? Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Friday on Fox, the Huskers take on the Hawkeyes. Then Stanford and Cal battle in the annual big game. Whoa! It's a college football doubleheader, Friday at 1 Eastern on Fox.
Master Teague with his 5th touchdown of the year. 41 yards this time as the Buckeyes go 7 plays covering 75 yards, scoring in 2 minutes and 6 seconds. They had 2 big 3rd down conversion passes to Olave on the drive.
And they started attacking underneath a little bit. You know, that zone pressure look from Indiana. They got some of those completions and then got the run game going. It's exactly what they needed to do.
DiMaggio sends it away. David Ellis will get a shot, but he signals for the fair catch and has it at the 1 yard line. Let's go downstairs to Jenny.
Well, you could see the excitement from running back coach Tony Elford after that touchdown from Master Teague. And worth reminding you guys that, you know, he's really only about 7 months removed from an Achilles injury. It happened in the first practice of spring camp. He worked really hard to be back and healthy. He didn't even go home to Tennessee. He spent hours receiving treatment, head down, got to work. All expectations on who would step up with J.K. Dobbins having left this program. Master Teague wants to be the guy.
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. 1st and 10 of the 25 for Indiana. Stevie Scott, the pistol back. And they'll hand it to Scott, looking for room, and not very much, about a yard, maybe. As Tough Borland is in on the play.
And if this defense and the front 7 can continue to play this well against the run, I think that they need to continue to press these wide receivers until they get into these bunch sets. These bunch sets, then you start to expect the pick plays and the crossers across the field. That's when you back off and you play zone and soft coverage. If they're spread out, you walk the corners up, you play bump man coverage to create tight windows.
2nd down and 9 of the 26. Penix sidearms it over the middle. And it's caught by Hendershot, the tight end. Justin Hilliard with the tackle.
Here's a big 3rd down. An opportunity to get the ball right back if you're Ohio State. Penix has got to make a quick read. There's the bunch set again. Last week they loved throwing the out routes from these bunch sets out here, but it looks like you've got a jam corner up tight, so you can't throw that out route right now. Expect a crossing route.
3rd down and 3 at the 32. Penix. And incomplete. Had a receiver, it was Freifogel. Right now, Freifogel and Penix are really out of sync.
You know, I thought that was more Tough Borland, Gus. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. Watch Tough Borland right here. He's in the throwing lane. So Penix then has to throw the ball a little to his right. See how he kind of stepped out and he's expecting maybe Freifogel to bank away in that route. But there was a miscommunication there, and they weren't able to do it because of Tough Borland.
Whitehead will send it away once again. Wilson, the deep man for the Buckeyes. And he has it at the 25 for a fair catch. 7:34 to play in the 2nd quarter. 7-point game. Bucks with the lead and the ball when we return.
Looking forward to the season?
Yep. Been working on my anticipation. Gotta stay one step ahead.
Anticipation is key. So are you...
Enjoying life in the house? Always. Yeah, my family's doing good. Thanks for asking. You should probably get that. It's your mom.
Hello?
Hi. Hey, Mrs. Tebow. Chicken and waffle sounds great. Nice talking to you too, Mrs. T. Yes. Yes. But don't even think about asking me that.
They're first. First to respond. First to put others' lives before their own. And in an emergency, they need a network that puts them first, that connects them to technology, to each other, and to other agencies. That's why FirstNet was built by AT&T for first responders, and why we're dedicated to keeping their lines of communication open. FirstNet, because putting them first is our job.
How about no?
No.
No way.
Come on, no.
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 Only Discover has no annual fee on any card. Because your eye health and safety is our top priority. This year, use your vision benefits early. Book your eye exam now on lenscrafters.com. Lenscrafters, because sight.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me.
If your walls could talk, they'd say, help us. Today, let's paint. Let's paint our houses and our fancy dog houses.
It's a fancy dog home.
Let's paint with the #1 rated paint. Boom. Bear, exclusively at the Home Depot.
The football tradition on Fox continues.
We get set on Thanksgiving.
Alex Smith in Washington take on Zeke and the Cowboys.
Touchdown!
Celebrate this special day with the game we all love. Thanksgiving Day on Fox.
We welcome you back to Columbus. Buckeyes up by 7. Rob Stone with you. And coming up on the State Farm halftime, Urban Meyer on how the Hoosiers were able to handle that opening haymaker from the Buckeyes. Plus, conventional thought was Kyle Trask would have a touchdown fest at winless. Vanderbilt, think again. And Coastal Carolina guys having some issues remaining unbeaten. We'll see you guys at the break.
All right, Rob, thank you very much. Ohio State taking over again. Here's Sermon with a nice run. And he'll get to the 40, and all of a sudden the Ohio State running game starting to really show out against Indiana.
They're already up over 120 yards, 126 now in the day, and these two running backs, Master Teague and Trey Sermon, now, Gus, both averaging over 12 yards per carry. Expect a heavy dose of run here with a little play action mixed in.
Sermon gains 16. He'll run it again, and he'll push the pile forward. Indiana trying to strip it out of his hands. DeMarcus Elliott defensively for the Hoosiers.
If Indiana is going to stay in this zone coverage, kind of a soft zone, and try to pressure on obvious downs, what Ohio State needs to do is hammer away with the run game and then take what the defense gives with those little routes over the middle of the field.
Second down to 3. Fields steps up in the pocket, breaking tackles, and is finally tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Well done for this Indiana defense as they put all kinds of pressure, and finally Aaron Casey comes up with the tackle.
And good pressure there from Michael McFadden. He's the one that forced Fields to escape, and Kane Womack is doing a great job with these pressures, folks. He's disguising them. They play a lot of zone coverage behind these blitzes, and these linebackers are fast. They anticipate well. He's also bringing the safety down, bringing all 3 of those guys right up in the middle of Justin Fields' face, and Ohio State's having a hard time blocking.
A loss of 2. Fields off his back foot. He finds his receiver. This time it's Njigba. And Jackson Smith Njigba, the freshman from Rockwall, Texas, with a first down.
Boy, he's going to be a good one. Coming from the left side of your screen. And again, Fields has to manipulate the pocket just a little bit. And then he's able to deliver an accurate ball. And Jackson Smith Njigba runs for a first.
And they'll run it with Sermon. McFadden brings him down.
Well, if these running backs can start to produce like this for Ohio State, partner, you know, watch out. They were as balanced as anybody in the country last year as far as rushing production and passing production. And today, that's kind of where they're headed.
And a timeout, Indiana. Their first. Back to Columbus in a moment.
I be the boss, give me the sauce, baby. I dunk and toss, baby. Give me the sauce, baby. Now when I dip you, don't even trip, boo.
Choose 4, 5, or 6 fingers and any of our famous sauces with the chicken finger plate. Only at Zaxby's. Order ahead, drive-thru, or get it delivered.
It's Black Friday now, only at Target. This week, save on electronics, family apparel, TVs, and more. This week only, with new deals every week. It's Black Friday now at Target.
14-7, Ohio State on top of Indiana. Buckeyes moving the football on the ground. Master Teague, Trey Sermon. Look at the numbers they're putting up here in the first half.
And this is a run game that has been, you know, criticized here locally, and it's just because the expectation is so high, right, folks? I mean, this is a real good run game and a good offensive line.
2nd and 5 at the 43. Fields sets up to the sideline. Nice throw. And it's caught. Too sweet. Olave.
And he makes everything look easy, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Just nothing is too much. The ball's over his head, and he's able to just go up, gets it. Beautiful catch. Left foot down. Great concentration.
He's got some Baryshnikov in him. Incredible body control. Fields again to throw it. In trouble. Fields breaking tackle. Steps up. Wants to run. Look at the burst. First down. And Fields all the way down to the 1-yard line. Jalen Williams finally stops him. If not, it's a touchdown for Ohio State.
Micah McFadden made him bail the pocket, couldn't bring him down, and then the strength and athleticism there to spin down inside the 5 and almost get to the goal line. Man, this guy is something special, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He might hold the ball a little bit too long, but you know why? Because he can do that.
First down and goal to the 2. Master Teague in the backfield. They give it to him, looking for pay dirt, and he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, what a great answer over the last couple of series. Indiana worked hard to draw even, folks, and it looked like they had weathered the storm of that fast start for Ohio State, but this is what Ohio State does so well. They figured it out on offense, went down and scored. Their defense got the ball right back. And in almost like a basketball game, partner, like a game of runs, they go again right down the field, and now they got the 2-touchdown lead.
Jake Seibert for the extra point. And it's good. Blake Hallbeal, their normal place kicker, out of the lineup because of a groin injury. But Justin Fields, Master Teague, Trey Sermon getting it done the Ohio State way. Grounding and pounding. 21-7 Bucks.
Dear Best Buy, you think you know your family. Then, boom, 2020 happens. My dad, he works out to this. So, my brother Stevie, turns out he's a pretty great cook. Yikes, sometimes. And Mom, she can game.
Oh, we can help. Nintendo Switch for Mom. Power Beats Pro for Dad. Ninja Foodie Air Fryer for Stevie. They'll love them.
Ohio State with 168 yards rushing in the first half. Conversely, Indiana minus 16 yards, and that's the story so far. Buckeyes with a 21-7 lead. David Ellis is deep, and he has it inside the 5. It's a touchback.
Let's take a look at the current Big Ten standings presenting by Discover. Here's what we got going on. A little bit of a, I don't know, that's like a semifinal weekend, right? We've got the undefeated Northwestern Wisconsin matchup this week. We've got Indiana, Ohio State on this east side. And this week here in November, the week before Thanksgiving, is likely to shake things out. And don't forget to tune in to the Big Ten Championship game presented by Discover, December 19th, on Fox, and today's outcomes are going to go a long way to determining who we've got in that ball game.
First down and 10 of the 25. Penix handing it off straight ahead. And a good run for IU. I got a question to ask you, Parker.
What's up?
What happened to Penn State this year? What's happening to Penn State?
Well, how much time you got? It doesn't help when you lose Journey Brown, their best, running back, one of their best players. Micah Parsons opted out. He was the best player on that team. They lose a tough ball game to this Indiana team in a game in which they dominated for most of the game. And Indiana just hung around, stuck around, and then ultimately got that win late after some mismanagement by James Franklin and that Penn State staff. And then it can snowball on you, and they don't believe like this Indiana team believes right now. And this Indiana team, they need to answer the bell here inside of 4 minutes before half and try to get a score.
First down and 10. After the 3-yard pickup, Ellis goes in motion out of the backfield. Penix delivers sideline, and he's got a wide open receiver. David Ellis down his sideline. Burst of speed. And he's knocked out of bounds deep in Ohio State territory. Marcus Hooker there to knock him out of play.
And a huge missed assignment on the outside. Watch Baron Browning, number 5. Okay, he goes out there in kind of a corner position, and it looks like they're playing man across the board, and he plays zone. He just allows David Ellis to go down the field untouched, and Penix finds him, and they create a big play.
It's a gain of 51 yards, and an official got hit.
It looks like Jeff Meslow, the line judge, on that side. Obviously, he would have been turning and sprinting down the sideline, partner. He didn't run into anybody. He just kind of went down. Great shot by the pylon cam.
Right on it.
Here we go, Falcons.
These college officials, folks, they all have, regular jobs, so they do this for the love of being a part of college football. Hate to see this with Jeff.
Well, not only that, but that was, Gus, what do we always say when it's a player and it's a non-contact deal? That's when it's, I'll just say this. Klay Thompson just had an Achilles injury. Yeah. This is what this looks like. That's Jeff Meslow there, the line judge. Doesn't look like he can put much pressure on that.
As they help him to the sideline.
Now, normally these crews, they have basically a spare official on the sideline, and so this will not be a shorthanded crew. They just will not have the extra official on the sideline.
First down and 10 at the 13-yard line for Indiana, trailing at 21-7. Penix underneath, slings it again. Ellis dropped the football. Baron Browning picks it up. Browning all the way up to the 25.
The ruling on the field was the reception with a fumble recovered by Ohio State. First and 10.
As Ellis catches the ball across the middle, he certainly looks to control it. I think Browning reaches in with his left hand. Watch this punch with his left hand as he kind of slings it around, and then the ball just starts to come loose right before Pete Warner goes in for the tackle, and there Browning is for the pickup.
Under further review, the ruling on the field was a reception with a fumble recovered by the defense.
And it wasn't even contacted by Browning with that last look. He just never quite corralled it. They'll have to look to see whether he establishes control at any point. Then he has to make an act common to the game, or there's that element of time, which I think he had. And remember, turning upfield is also considered that act common to the game. and then it looked like it just kind of came out of his hand.
It's one thing about Ohio State, year in and year out, you see these players, especially since Urban showed up on the scene, just incredible technique in all phases of the game of football.
And there's Warner. He's ready for the tackle.
They practice that, right, Coach?
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt. I don't know if he touched the seam. Now, I do think Browning's probably down right when he picked it up. Did you see that knee when he picks it up? See, I think this is a fumble. He's got plenty of time. Act come into the game. Then the ball starts coming loose, clearly. Warner with the hit. And now when Browning picks the ball up, right there, see that knee is down. So I think they're going to bring this back. And it'll be just, I believe, outside the 5-yard line, first down for Ohio State.
Mike Pereira joins us. Mike, your thoughts?
Process that replay has to go through here. The first thing that they're going to have to look at is it a catch?
At the further review,
and remember, it's ruled to catch fumble.
The reception with the fumble is confirmed. The defender who picked up the ball is down at the 7-yard line. Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 3:11. 3:11. Thank you.
Okay, it's official. These are the fastest reviews I've ever seen. You give these guys a lot of credit.
And at least this one was right. We agree with this one. And again, they see first that he does have control, and then the ball comes out, and then it's a good catch by you, Joel, because we hadn't even noticed that at first, that the recovering player had his knee down. So good job in replay. If they can be quick and get it right, we're all for that.
That's right, as long as they're right. Oh, there's no doubt.
Thank you, Mike. So Ohio State takes over at their own 7. Self-inflicted wounds by Indiana, turning it over deep in Ohio State territory, and Master Teague shot down as he crosses the line of scrimmage by Jamar Johnson.
And Johnson comes up from his safety position. That's exactly what Ryan Day wants to see. Yes, it's not a big play, but Gus, it means that Indiana realizes that they're going to have to commit their secondary resources to stopping the run. That's exactly what he's going to be looking at. And when he goes in at halftime, he's going to say, listen, guys, we're going to be able to dial up some play action in the second half.
2nd and 7. Ohio State in no rush. Up 21-7. Teague again. And it's McFadden with the tackle.
Well, let's see if Indiana comes with one of these pressures that they've been getting home on. Remember, Fields has been under duress most of the day, and they've done it with these middle pressures with the linebacker. Middle pressure meaning they're blitzing inside of each guard, or what I would call the A gap. Remember, the A gap is just on either side of the center, right here and right here.
Empty backfield for Fields. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Can Indiana get off? Here on 3rd down. They throw it out wide. Olave, first down. Chris Olave at the 40-yard line. And Chris Olave, number 2, with a huge game. Michael McFadden with the tackle.
Well, one of the reasons why he changed his number to number 2, you know why, Gus?
Why?
Because he's ready to explode. That's what he said this year. And boy, how about that run? Beautiful move right there. Gets back inside and then turns on the jets to get upfield.
Gain of 31, first down and 10. And it's Teague. McFadden again defensively for IU.
And those types of conversions are just so demoralizing because you really do everything right as a defense, and then it's just a guy that's making a play. Yeah, he's just better than you are, and that's demoralizing.
2nd down and 7. Justin Fields dancing around, sets, now bounces it and picks up a first down as he tiptoes out of bounds. Don't forget, the Big Noon halftime show sponsored by State Farm is right here at the Shoe. Rod Stone, Brady Quinn, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, and Coach Herb are standing by.
Well, you look at the swing here. I mean, it looks like Indiana is going to go in and definitely get a field goal, maybe even score to make it kind of a 21-14 game. You get the turnover, and now Ohio State is right back down the field. And in a minute and 5 seconds, they could have a 28-7 lead.
With 2 timeouts. Here's a screen, yes, and it's caught by Sermon. And Sermon picks up another first down. James Miller with the tackle. 56 seconds to go. Ohio State quickly to the line of scrimmage. Justin Fields. Another completion. Garrett Wilson. Thrown down by Brian Fitzgerald. Timeout Ohio State.
Choose 4, 5, or 6 fingers and any of our famous sauces with the chicken finger plate. Only at Zaxby's. Order ahead, drive-thru, or get it delivered.
It's Black Friday now, only at Target. This week, save on electronics, family apparel, TVs, and more. This week only, with new deals every week. It's Black Friday now at Target.
21-7 Ohio State. 38 seconds remaining in the first half. Bucks knocking on the door once again.
Well, this defense for Indiana has been stressed over the last couple of series because Ohio State has provided some answers for their quarterback, right? The run game has gotten going. They've gotten some easier throws on the outside, and then they've gotten the guy, Chris Olave, the ball in space.
2nd down and 2 at the 22. Olave, the receiver at the top of your screen. Underneath, they find Olave again. Chris Olave running the underneath route. Reese Taylor with the tackle. But another first down for the Buckeyes with 30 seconds to go.
And beautiful patience from Fields allowed the route to develop.
Timeout, Indiana. Their second of the half. Your 30-second charge. Timeout.
So don't forget, you can find all of Joel's Breaking the Huddle content, including his weekly top 10 rankings at foxsports.com, the Fox Sports app, and CFB on Fox social platforms. What do you got this week?
Man, we got playoff rankings coming out this week.
Uh-oh.
So here we go.
What do you think?
Buckle up. To be honest, I have no idea. I have no idea how the committee is going to rate teams that have played, 8 or 9 games versus teams that have played 4 games. It could be all over the map. I'm really interested to see how the committee views Cincinnati and BYU, as a couple of teams that have played so well and are undefeated. And then how do they rate Alabama, Ohio State, and Notre Dame?
Should be fun. First down and goal for the Buckeyes at the IU-9. Fields in trouble. Fields turning. Fields. Touchdown. Buckeyes. Justin Fields. After throwing 2 interceptions in the first half, Justin Fields has gathered himself, and the Bucks with a chance to take a 28-7 lead.
How about this spin move? He's got pressure right in his face, and he just backs away and rolls out. As a kid from Denver, that looked a lot like John Elway, just spinning out of the pocket and taking off down the sideline.
And I tell you what, he's got more of a burst than he's shown in the past. Justin Fields, he's got some speed. Scores a touchdown. Ohio State putting it in high gear now.
Boy, and it happens so fast, Gus. Not just the run from Fields, which obviously is explosive, and he goes up and over the top in order to get into the end zone over Tywan Mullen. But remember, this is 7-7. Indiana is feeling great about themselves not that long ago. And Ohio State figures it out offensively. Tom Allen wanted a hold. He's beside himself over there wanting a hold. But they got themselves together, and what did they do, Gus? They got to the run game, right? That took some of that pressure off of Fields from those blitzes and those pressures from the linebackers. Teague, Sermon, they got going. Some underneath routes, some easy catches for Chris Olave that turned into big plays. And then all of a sudden you look up, the defense gets a couple of stops, they get a turnover, and boom, it's 28-7. That's why this team is so dangerous. It happens so quick. They are so explosive in every area.
And David Ellis has the fair catch inside the 5. Justin Fields, Ryan Day. And that's what I like about Ryan Day's coaching, the adjustments that he's able to make. Okay, if we can't throw it, we'll run it. If we can't run it, we'll throw it. Keeping the defense off balance.
Well, I know he was frustrated with himself on those couple of series because you could tell they wanted to get the ball down the field. And I almost feel like they got a false sense of confidence on the first series getting the ball down the field because they kept trying to do that. And the pressure was right in Fields' face. I wonder if he's yelling right there like, don't jump up and get yourself injured.
As Penix takes the knee, and that's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 28, Indiana 7. Coming up, Rob Stone and the boys with the State Farm halftime show right here from the Shoe.
There's a power in each of us, so elemental, so vital, the world thrives on it. That power is human potential. It's her potential to reduce hunger, his drive to build a stronger workforce, and their power to lift the human spirit and make it soar. It's the potential to create vibrant futures for each of us, all of us. Together, we are champions.
This year, our driveways have brought us all closer together and been our gateways to the world. For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments in a year filled with memorable ones. Here's to one more. The Lexus December to Remember sales event. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Wake up in the morning, yeah, it's time to get prepared. Gotta check the weather so you know just what to wear. Hey, you turn Fox 32 on. It's time to get your day going. No need to be stressed. We have the news up next. We show Chicago's traffic, so there's no need to panic. Feeling good, feeling great. It's gonna be a good day.
Get your Chicago weather direct from Chicago's weather experts. The Fox 32 Weather app, the only local weather team in total control. What you see on the air is what you get on the app. The Fox 32 Weather app. Download today.
This is my YMCA. Couldn't wait to go every Saturday morning. This is my high school. This is where I learned about journalism, fell in love with it. This is my hot dog stand. Exactly how I remember it. This is my ballpark, the Sox, and what they meant to me as a kid. It's a tremendous feeling. And this is my home.
Know what's happening in Chicago, anytime, anywhere. The Fox 32 News app. Search Fox 32 Chicago on the App Store and Google Play. Know what's happening in Chicago. The Fox 32 News app.
The Bears. Friday on Fox. The Huskers take on the Hawkeyes. Then
it's a rivalry, a showdown.
Stanford and Cal battle in the annual big game.
Whoa!
It's a college football doubleheader, Friday at 1 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app. All part of the Fox Football Feast.
We welcome you to the State Farm Fox College Football halftime show, live from inside the Horseshoe here in Columbus, Ohio. And this season, the Buckeyes with halftime leads of 10, 15, 32, and now 21 points. That's an average of a 19-point cushion in the locker room. Pretty good way to go into the halftime break. Rob Stone, Matt Leinart, Urban Meyer, Brady Quinn, Reggie Bush here with you. The third-ranked Buckeyes with the most rushing yards in any half this season for them, which is where we launch our halftime highlights, sponsored by State Farm. Brady?
Yeah, look, the conversation in Columbus, Ohio has been, where is the rushing attack? It's really what saved the Ohio State Buckeyes in this first half. Teague, as well as Sermon, they started taking the offense really to the defense. We talked about earlier in pregame how much Indiana likes to pressure on early downs. It was getting the Ohio State offense off track. How do you counter that? You run the football. You take the game to them. Let those offensive linemen be offensive and be a part of that fight. It's created some seams in that Indiana defense, and it started to open some things up and really take pressure, Coach, off of Justin Fields, who, this is one of those games that we really haven't seen him have, maybe outside of the Clemson game last year in the semifinal game where he threw a couple of interceptions, but it's been the rushing attack that's got them on track today.
Yeah. Well, let's go over to the other sideline. You have a lesser talent, obviously, team in Indiana. How do you keep it close to arguably the most talented team in America, Ohio State? You have to create turnovers, but as you guys said earlier, Ohio State doesn't turn over. However, they did. This is the first bad throw that I've seen Justin Fields. When I say bad throw, that was an errant throw. I've not seen him do that all year. Yeah. The second one is scrambles. They dial up, like Reggie Bush said earlier today, 70% pressure on first and normal. That's how they hit the quarterback, create the second turnover. Guys, it was 7-7 for a few minutes because of those two turnovers.
And that's the thing, when you play this Ohio State football team, especially the offense, you have to keep coming. It's not enough just to hit Justin Fields once or twice. You got to come after him all day. Now, they've been doing a pretty good job at that, getting pressure on him, and it's been coming right down the middle. And the reason that they like to blitz right down the middle is because it's the shortest path to the quarterback. Anytime you bring pressures from the outside, the QB has time to react. But you see here, they are doing a great job at hitting Justin Fields, making life difficult. This defense loves to play football on the other side of the line. Now, you're going into the half, a little bit down, they got to come back out with that same mentality early.
And for Indiana's offense, guys, self-inflicted wounds, lack of execution, and missed opportunities the whole first half. You just talked about the takeaways from the defense, couldn't find points off of those. Michael Penix didn't get off to a great start, finished the half 12-22. Some errant throws, and here, just the high snap. I mean, that's a negative play. That puts them backed up in their own end zone. And here, fourth down, you got to make that play. That was a huge momentum drive, momentum shift for Ohio State. Again, an inaccurate throw there. On third down, lack of execution, 1 of 7. The fourth down drop. And then you talk about the missed opportunities. That defense got those 2 turnovers. They couldn't turn it into points. And then the big throw down the sideline, the fumble right there to give it back to Ohio State. And that's why they find themselves down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. The rushing game non-existent for Indiana right now, -6 rushing yards. Stevie Scott, their leading rusher, 5 attempts for 5 yards. The Gators trip to Vanderbilt and figured to be another touchdown passing fest for Kyle Trask. That hasn't quite yet been the case for Mr. Trask. And in the Sun Belt, unbeaten Coastal Carolina having issues with the reigning conference champs, Appalachian State. Master Teague with a pair of touchdown runs for the unbeaten Buckeyes. A long one from 41, a short one from 2. Buckeyes up 21.
Hey, Jake from State Farm, man. Thanks again for the Rogers rate on my insurance.
Here's the deal. There's no Rogers rate. State Farm just has surprisingly great rates.
Look, I know you don't offer it to just anyone, okay?
We do offer it to anyone. Literally anyone.
Our little secret.
Oh. Yeah. Oops. I can help with that. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight, I'll be eating a veggie cheeseburger on ciabatta. No tomatoes.
Tonight, I'll be eating 4 cheese tortellini with extra tomatoes.
So it's come to this. Thank you.
Bravo. Careful, Hamill. Daddy's not here to save you.
Oh, I am my daddy. Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Tubi. We're your new favorite free streaming service. We're talking free.
That's all I need.
Not like those other guys with their subscriptions and monthly bills.
We're not gonna do that.
Everything is free. All of it. Tubi's got thousands of movies and TV shows to make you go... From blockbusters to nostalgic faves, we've got more than anyone. It's free streaming for real. Tubi. Download and stream on your favorite devices.
Number 1 Gonzaga's back.
Big time maneuver.
Number 6 Kansas is back.
Get out of my way.
Hoop season tips off with a blockbuster.
Send it in.
In what might be the biggest game of the year. Thanksgiving Day at 1 Eastern on Fox.
Fox News, the Voices America Trust, standing up for what's right.
These legal efforts are critical. Can we speak freely again? Can we have America back? We, the people, deserve better.
Fox News, the Voices America Trusts.
Ugh, turkey again? You make this every year.
Yes, it's Thanksgiving.
If this Thanksgiving feels a little less thankful,
hot kick?
Let an all-new Fox Animation Domination stuff you with holiday cheer.
Lord, thank you for blessing us with this portable bounty.
So enjoy old friends.
I love the Bun Blaster! Sippy-ki-yay, mother barfer.
And new friends like guest star Sam Elliott.
This is my daughter, Meg. She also has a mustache.
I can see that.
Be grateful for all new comedy tomorrow on Fox.
We welcome you back to the State Farm Fox College Football Halftime Show. Rob Fillier with his second score of the season. That tied things at 7s, but the Buckeyes then ran off 21 straight. They are up 21 at the half. 28 passing touchdowns for Florida's Kyle Trask. That is an SEC record for most through 6 games, and with the trip to winless Vanderbilt, the safe assumption was those numbers would grow and grow substantially. They have grown, but give it up for Vandy in a strong start, opening drive. Ken Seals, Chris Pierce. Commodores are up 7-0. Call the game. Walk off the field.
I don't think that lasts too long, Rob.
No. Trask wide open. Kadarius Toney.
Tony.
And Trask again in a tie game in the second quarter. Nice little leaping grab here for the 34-yard strike.
Can we stop taking him out of the game and put in Emory Jones? Just let Trask play the entire game, please.
193, 2 touchdowns for Trask. LSU.
You don't like having the split reps?
Arkansas. TJ Finley to Racy McNabb, 30-yard touchdown. LSU now up 20-14. App State at 15th ranked. Coastal Carolina. Out of the shadows goes Cameron Peoples, punches it in. And the Mountaineers take the early lead on the road. Chanticleers go to Grayson McCall, to Isaiah Likely. 75-yard touchdown.
Just McCall dropping dimes all season long, boys.
Missed the extra point, though, second quarter. It's Zach Thomas, it's Christian Wells. Mountaineers up 17-9 at the half. It's that way in the third quarter. Over on FS1 right now, Illinois, Nebraska, both programs coming in off wins last week. Luke McCaffrey getting another start for Nebraska. He takes it in from 5. We're tied at 7s.
Well, Brandon Peters, though. He's back, 12 of 15 in the first half, 140 yards. And this touchdown pass to Josh Imatabebe.
Later in the second quarter, Illinois up 21-10. Mike Epstein bounces it and goes 59 yards. 2 plays later. Hey, Reggie, if you ran it that far, you better let him finish it.
You got to let him finish it, man. Don't put the big boy in there to take his touchdown.
Stephen F. Austin making an appearance on the big show, taking on Memphis. Brady White with a little slant to Taj Washington.
Bye-bye. Hold on to the football.
Tigers up 6. It's a Big 12 elimination game in Ames, Iowa. Coming up later here on Fox, Kansas State visiting 17th ranked Iowa State at 4 Eastern. The Cyclones currently on top of the Big 12. They turned up the volume.
Yeah, I was wondering, is the band normally that loud?
Took a quick little spin on this one. Let's get back to the second half of Indiana at Ohio State right now. The number I threw out in the first segment, -6 rushing yards for Indiana. How do the Hoosiers change that?
Well, they got to start to get a better push up front from the offensive line. I know we put a lot of emphasis on the running backs, and we love to put the blame on them sometimes. But Stevie Scott has nowhere to run the football right now. Even when he got down on the goal line, he was hit in the backfield before he even got to the line of scrimmage. So Ohio State's D-line is just better right now. Now, offensively, Indiana has to do a better job again. getting a push up front. Give Stevie Scott some opportunity to run the football. When you look at Master Teague and Trey Sermon, they're not getting touched because they're 8 yards down the football field. Some of those big runs, that's because of the big push that the offensive line is giving them.
And I agree with that. You have to try and run the ball. Unfortunately, they're down 3 scores, so they're going to have to start to generate some chunks of yards. I really think you just have to spread them out more. Maybe it's spread out and run Stevie Scott up the middle a little bit, but create those mismatches, some motion, some shifts, get those one-on-one, and then attack downfield. Yeah. Throw some 50-50 balls up and let your guys go make plays and start to get some explosive plays and maybe start to get some momentum and then creep yourself back into the football game.
You know, earlier in the show we talked about, and I know Ryan Day believes this, get your best players the ball. That's exactly what they did. The first 2 plays of the game, Garrett Wilson's in for 7 points. Then you got Chris Levy. However, Garrett Wilson hasn't touched the ball since. They have 9 touches between the 2 of them. Here's Garrett Wilson. Then you come back with just a now screen to their second or their top playmaker, Chris Olave. Watch for the second half. They're going to find ways, even if you have to hand the ball to them, because the weather's not perfect to throw the ball. They have got to get the ball to these playmakers more often. There's 9 touches in the first half.
Well, and here's the thing is they don't have to make it harder or complicated. Like you're talking about, either hand it off, but what about some of the short, easier completions and passes? If you look at the end of the first half, how it ended, that's how they got Fields into a rhythm, and it's also how you negate a lot of that pass rush and the blitzes that you're seeing from Indiana. Look, Fields is holding on to the football too long. There's soft coverage. There's opportunity for those easy completions to the playmakers. They need to get more of that going in the second half.
Yeah. Justin Fields having success with the legs, 7 carries for 49 yards. That's tied for second most on Ohio State in this game. Most of it came from this little touchdown and late in the
Guy's
first
an
half.
animal, man. He's an animal.
Whatever you can.
21.
Whatever it takes, Coach.
Today on Fox, Brock Purdy has Iowa State in the hunt for the Big 12 crown.
Touchdown, Iowa State!
But K-State stands in their way.
Takes it to the house!
Then Arizona takes on Washington. It's 2 huge college football games starting today at 4 Eastern on Fox. And
This year, our driveways have brought us all closer together and been our gateways to the world. For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more. The Lexus December to Remember sales event. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Now you might have heard about this show before, but we'll break it down using science. Sheldon, Leonard, Raj, and Howard, that's 4. We call that the friendship alliance. Sheldon knocks to the power of 3 for some reason. Multiply that by 12 for 12 awesome seasons. It all comes out to one incredible series. The Big Bang is the best one of all the theories. Big Bang. This is the Big Bang. Big Bang. This is the Big Bang. Big Bang. Big Bang.
Weeknights at 6 on Fox 32 Chicago.
Know what's happening in Chicago, anytime, anywhere. The Fox 32 News app. Breaking news, top stories, and everything Chicago. Search Fox 32 Chicago on the App Store and Google Play.
This is my elementary school. Such a big part of my childhood was here, 1st through 8th grade. This is my high school. It was here on this stage where I fell in love with musicals and performing. This is my pancake house. My twin sister and I always ordered the same thing, the junior plate, the Dutch baby. This is my tennis court. Every time I drive by, I'm reminded of my childhood with my dad. This is my neighborhood. This is my home.
Get all the news, weather, and traffic to get you out the door and on your way. Good Day Wake Up at 4, Good Day Chicago at 6. Mornings on Fox 32.
Know what's happening in Chicago. The Fox 32 News app.
News first at 4.
open area of the field, attacking it with Garrett Wilson, one of his playmakers. Next play, boom, touchdown. That was the first series. But then things got dicey for Ohio State, largely because that defense for Indiana, they got aggressive. They got a turnover. They were pressuring Fields. But ultimately, it was a run game that got things opened up for Ohio State, and then Fields pays it off there, making it 28-7 going into the half. And like you said, man, they answered the bell. Here's the first half stats. That defense did a great job of shutting down the run game for Michael Penix, forcing them to be one-dimensional, and they created that turnover that ultimately Ohio State paid off with a touchdown. The important part of this is Ohio State turned it over twice. And Gus, Indiana has lived off turnovers, but then converting them into points. They had scored 51 points off of turnovers coming into today's game. Both of those turnovers, no points for Indiana. They were not able to capitalize.
So Ohio State will get the football to start the second half, leading it 28-7. Justin Fields, 11 of 17, 193 yards passing, a touchdown passing, and 2 interceptions. And this one into the end zone for a touchback. Now let's go downstairs and check in with Jenny.
Well, Coach Day told me they knew that Indiana's defense was going to be aggressive. So as you guys have mentioned, once they established the run, Justin Fields settled down, settled into things, and those 2 turnovers, no one's going to worry about it on this team because the conditions are a bit challenging today. It really has continued to drizzle throughout this one, and he was very pleased with his defense. Other than those 2 big plays, solid performance for them from Coach Allen at the half. He said the biggest frustration, we didn't execute. Turnovers hurt us. We're not tackling well. That's what we do at Indiana, but he said the character of our team will reveal itself in the second half, and my guys will play.
All right, first down at 10 of the 25. And Garrett Wilson, the end around with some running room, and Wilson picks up a first down. I just love the play calling from Coach Day. He just keeps teams off balance.
Well, and getting the ball to Garrett Wilson in creative ways is something that Coach Meyer talked about in the pregame show on Big Noon Kickoff. He's one of those guys in the Curtis Samuel vein, Braxton Miller vein, KJ Hill, where you got to get him touches without just throwing him the ball. That was an example there, flipping it to him, allowing him to create on the outside, and lo and behold, he moves the chains.
Master Teague in the game now at running back. They'll give it to him running right, rakes it back, gets to the line of scrimmage, and then is knocked backwards by Michael Ziemba.
And this play from Michael Ziemba and this defense, they've got to find a way to get themselves off the field. You know, those last couple of series, they could not stop the run game. They could not stop Teague or Sermon. And this defensive line has got to find a way to win that line of scrimmage and stop the run.
Second down and 9 at the 37.
Because when they go under center like this, they love a big, hard play-action pass.
And there it is. Fields! Whoa, Garrett Wilson! Have you done this before, my partner?
Well, this is like the 10th time.
It's like you're cheating. You're cheating over here.
Listen, that's one of the reasons why going under center is something they added to their offense a couple of years ago when Ryan Day came here, because you can get this big, hard play action. You see how he extends the ball back, and it forces the safety to make a decision. You're putting that player in conflict. He's got to respect the run because of how successful that run game has been. Remember, we talked about in the first half that if they continue to run the ball effectively in the second half, the play action pass would be open, and they come to it right on the first series, and they put Jamar Johnson in conflict, and then it's a big play for the Buckeyes.
Gain of 39 yards. First down and 10 at the 24. Near side, Olave with the catch. He's wrapped up immediately by Jalen Williams. But here's the question: if you know that, how come the other team doesn't?
Well, they do, but that's the point, right? Like, Jamar Johnson has basically 2 responsibilities. He's got to fill on the run, and he's got that deep half. And so if you're running the ball effectively, you're just making him make a choice.
Fields runs it effectively, slides down inside the 10.
That's why every offensive coordinator will tell you, great offense, execution, in particular in these spread offenses, always beats even great defense, because you can put those players in conflict and they can never be right. Here, Fields reads that outside. They squeeze down to stop Master Teague, and he takes it himself.
First down and goal of the 9. Fields, play fake, Fields, end zone, Fields, touchdown again, Garrett Wilson. The world-famous Ohio State Buckeyes with a 34-7 lead. And they're sending a message now to the college football world.
What a great route. Check this out. You got Wilson in the slot, and he's going to go off the linebacker and then up. The linebacker's got no shot there. That's Brian Fitzgerald, the Husky, and he can't cover him in space like that, in particular when he runs such a great route.
Seibert, extra point, good. 35-7. Justin Fields puts it on the money. Buckeyes look great.
So, yeah, just a silly mistake. I guess I look pretty ridiculous.
No one looks ridiculous, Bob. Progressive is always here for you with round-the-clock service.
Just so you know, next time you can submit a claim with our mobile app.
Good. Thanks again for rushing over.
Are you kidding? This is what 24/7 protection looks like.
Okay.
You smell like fish.
Sorry.
I was talking to Jamie.
Is the threat real? Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Something big is gonna happen that can shift the balance of the Cold War.
We'll wipe out half of Europe.
It's time we took a peek behind the Iron Curtain.
I hope you brought an army.
I brought enough.
Time to get our hands dirty.
This war was a lie.
There is no truth. Only who you choose to believe.
I know you won't fail us.
Rated M for mature. Available now.
PlayStation.
Looking forward to this season?
Yep. Been working on my anticipation. Gotta stay one step ahead.
Anticipation is key. So are you...
Enjoying life in the house? Always. Yeah, my family's doing good. Thanks for asking. You should probably get that. It's your mom.
Hello?
Hey, Mrs. Tebow. Chicken and waffle sounds great. Nice talking to you too, Mrs. T. Yes. Yes. But don't even think about asking me that.
This is big. This year, we're giving away more tuition cash than ever. $1 million? Ha! Try $2 million. That's a lot of cheddar. That's a lot of textbooks. That's a future doctor. These are happy tiers. The more Dr. Pepper you buy, the more tuition we give away. This is dream stuff. This year is historic. This year is different. This is extra extraordinary. With your help, we're giving away more money to more students. Learn more at drpepper.com.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. And by Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville. Man, we are missing the baddest band in the land, but right now, I'm sure all those band guys are sitting there watching this game and saying, wow, our Buckeyes are very serious this year once again. What a performance starting in the second quarter by Ohio State.
Yep, and Garrett Wilson has been tremendous. Now all 4 games this year, he's gone for over 100 yards receiving. Only the great Chris Carter has more games in a row with over 100 yards receiving. Man, it's incredible. They're explosive, aren't they?
So let's see how Indiana responds, down 35-7. Garrett Wilson started this game with a bang.
He did. First play out of the gate, 75 yards. Then he would get a TD. All the yards on that drive there. First drive of the second half, get the big play action pass, then a beautiful route right over the Husky back. And it's a touchdown in the back of the end zone. You can tell the body control. He's just a special athlete. He's playing that H-back position that's going to get a lot of touches and a lot of production. K.J. Hill just left this system as Ohio State's all-time leading receiver. That's the same position you've got for Garrett Wilson.
And J.K., Ohio State's getting the great receivers. As we saw this week, they continue to get the great quarterbacks. And from what they're telling me, everybody wants to come play offense for Ryan Day.
Well, really, right now, there's, all due respect to everybody else, there's really two guys that are competing for the best quarterbacks in the country, and that's Ryan Day and Lincoln Riley. And, deservedly so. These guys have developed some of the better quarterbacks in college football over the last few years.
Second down and 9. They swing it out. Scott, breaks a tackle, leaves a man in the dirt.
Boy, that's that thump that Stevie Scott brings. Remember, he's 230 pounds, and Sean Wade, the corner, comes up, and he comes flying up, tries to make a tackle, and just bounces off of Stevie Scott. Man, how about that power?
Gain of 11, 1st and 10 at the 37. Stevie Scott, a big man, 6'2", 231. The arms on that young man. Penix. Scott's open in the flats. Penix over the middle. Caught. Fried. Fogel with the burst of speed. Fried. Fogel. Touchdown IU. The Hoosiers strike quickly. Freifogel with a 63-yard touchdown catch to make it 35-13.
And the big plays continue to plague Ohio State. He's just going to come right down the middle of the field. But look at the busted coverage here for the Buckeyes. You got two players that go out wide, and then there's nobody in the seam. A missed coverage, and then Freifogel turns on the Jets right there. Nice strength to get away from the tackle, and he gets all the way to the corner of the end zone. Beautiful route, and the big plays continue to be an issue.
Campbell in for the extra point. And it's good. 35-14. Indiana striking back. Ty Freifogel, he's been excellent this year. Big time touchdown.
After everything our walls have been through the past few months, they deserve some thanks. They deserve Benjamin Moore.
Why do I show up day in and day out? Because I am a football player. Watcher.
Pepsi, made for football. Watch it.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Aflac program.
Aflac!
Now tell me, what does Aflac do?
Aflac pays you money directly to help with unexpected medical bills.
And is Aflac health insurance?
No, but it can help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
That's right. Are there any questions?
Coach!
Yes.
Can I get one of those cool blue blazers?
You know I can't play favorites. All right, let's talk coverage. It's go time.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
WeatherTech floor liners for mom and dad. Oh, their pet feeding system for Scruffy. Oh, and cup phone for Aunt Barb to secure her phone in her car. Hey, how did it go?
Shopping is so tough. When are you gonna start yours?
I'm all done.
Make your holiday shopping easy at WeatherTech.com.
Can I borrow that?
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years. In America, we're not about to take this year off. So at the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months, 90 days payment deferment, and $2,000 trade assist cash on select Ford SUVs and Fusion. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. So get the family together. Take the scenic route. And make some joy this season. Ford, Built for the Holidays.
Want to stay up to date? Just tell Siri, show me college football rankings. And welcome back. Let's go downstairs to Jenny.
Well, Coach Allen told me that his team would fight, and that is the case. I just witnessed receiver Watt Fillier go down the entire sideline, getting in people's faces, making them repeat to him, "We can do this." Now, Michael Penix was very pleased with what he saw from Ty Freifogel. He complimented him. He told me earlier this week he's the kind of guy you can always rely on. What he does in practice is what he brings to the game. And you know what? This team, they are re-energized on the field. I don't see them going away anytime soon, Gus.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. The defense has to step up and try to figure out a way to stop Justin Fields in this Ohio State O. Don't forget, folks, this Sunday, Fox Bet Super 6 is giving you another chance to win $1 million of Terry Bradshaw's money. You can play for free right now. So download the Fox Bet Super 6 app and make your picks for Sunday's game for a shot at $1 million.
Well, for them to stay in this game or get back into it, let's be real. They have got to try to stop this offense. Ohio State has scored on the last 4 drives. Fields has gotten really comfortable. He's completed his last 11. They've got to get back to getting those pressures going on those inside pressures from the linebacker to try to stunt some of the timing that's taking place from the Buckeyes.
First down to 10 of the 25. They'll run it. Sermon back to the line of scrimmage, met by James Miller.
And that's the start they needed. Got to control the run game first, Gus, like we were talking about on the last series. If you allow Ohio State to run the football and Ryan Day as a play caller to have the run game at his disposal, he's just going to eat you alive. You know, like there's just very little you can do. And stopping the run has got to be foremost on your agenda as a defense.
2nd and 9 of the 26. Play fake. Fields with time. Look at the line blocking for Fields. Fields bouncing around out there and finally just throws it away. Good coverage in the secondary by Indiana.
Great coverage. Nowhere to go with the football. In that backfield, Trey Sermon was trying to give him some time there. Got a couple of blocks, but ultimately just nowhere to go with the ball. I thought that maybe he would have the opportunity to throw it to 5. Garrett Wilson, who was kind of wide open, but right at that moment, he had to escape the pocket because of some pressure, and he was unable to get back to Wilson over the middle.
3rd down and 9 of the 26. Watch Olave. He's been the go-to man on 3rd down for Fields. Here's Fields. He'll run it. And Fields just throws it up. Intercepted. Johnson. And he fumbled it. And Ohio State has a football. Wow. Thayer Mumford covered it up for the Buckeyes.
Holy cow, what a huge mistake from Fields. He's being taken down to the ground, and he tries to get the ball to Julian Fleming right there. Just an ill-advised throw. There's Johnson, 2nd interception of the game for him. And then at the end, how about the freshman Julian Fleming coming in and punching that ball out from behind? Oh, man, what a play right here. Look at that. I mean, just excellent hustle from Fleming and understanding.
3rd interception of the game for Justin Fields. But now Ohio State gets a football back as Fields crosses the line of scrimmage and is slammed to the ground by DeMarcus Elliott. And Julian Fleming. How often do wide receivers practice punching the ball out?
Never, right? That's just being a great football player all of his life. He was the Gatorade National Player of the Year finalist a year ago in high school. Pennsylvania State record, 77 receiving touchdowns in his career. And I mean, that is just a great understanding of the game, and it's got just so demoralizing for Indiana after, again, looking like they had something going.
2nd down and 8, Master Teague. And Master Teague taken down at the 20-yard line by Micah McFadden.
So, Gus, here's a team that has lived off of turnovers in Indiana. But the key has been, and I've said it several times, I said it on the pregame show, turning those turnovers into points. And today they forced the 3 turnovers that they desperately needed and gotten nothing out of it.
They're down at 5 of the 21.
Fields had 3 interceptions in his entire career before today, and has thrown 3 in this game.
4 turnovers last week for Indiana against Michigan State. Fields breaks a tackle, in trouble, and is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough for the first down, so Ohio State will punt it away.
Well, this is just a total mistake here by the center. He's going to have the back on his left side, and he's going to come and he's going to slide over to his left. He doesn't need to do that. Myers, it's a missed assignment, and he just leaves Jerome Johnson totally free.
Chrisman. And this time it's Hewart up the sideline, and he'll stumble out of bounds at the 40.
That's another one. I can't wait.
You may have been getting mixed messages about what exactly is okay to do this year, but your doctors and other health experts agree. When it comes to your health, don't wait. Making it easy to safely see your doctor is what Humana calls human care. Our 2020 Medicare Advantage plans have $0 copays for primary care, making it easier to see a doctor. Whether you're managing a chronic condition or are due for your annual checkup, schedule a visit with your doctor today. Humana, a more human way to health care.
Shop Black Friday week deals starting tomorrow at Kohl's. Plus, get $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent and take an extra 15% off. Amazon Kids tablet, $59.99. Echo Show 8, $64.99. And save on Shark. Plus, free store pickup. Kohl's.
How about no?
No.
No way.
Come on, no.
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 Only Discover has no annual fee on any card.
Oh, morning sun, come our way.
Still warm.
This is the song of the day.
For some of us, our daily journey is a short one. Save 50% when you pay per mile with Allstate. Pay less when you drive less. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Here we go! Yeah. The world of Mario just is like endless joy.
She gets that competitive adrenaline going. She's like, now we're playing Mario? I'm gonna crush you guys.
Fire! Watch the fireball! Here it comes!
Yahoo! This is my time for my imagination to just soar and have fun.
Super Mario Brothers!
Super games, super fun, Super Mario. You can play your favorite Mario games on Nintendo Switch. Games rated E to E10+.
Number 1 Gonzaga.
Send it in.
Number 6 Kansas. College hoop season tips off with the biggest game of the year. Thanksgiving Day at 1 Eastern on Fox.
(35-14) Ohio State. Indiana, though, with the football. They scored on their last series. Let's see if they can continue their momentum. Penix, sideline caught. And this time it's Miles Marshall, the junior from Laverne, Georgia.
Well, it's been all the explosive plays. They've got 3 big plays, 68 yards to Marshall, 51 to Ellis, 63 to Freifogel. All the other plays in this game, 35 plays, 95 yards. They haven't done much. So Ohio State has got to maintain their assignments and stop giving up explosive plays on defense.
First down and 10 to the 48. Scott, stop and start, and he'll be lucky if he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
But you do have to credit Indiana for how they've done that, because their coordinator, Nick Sheridan, he's done it in creative ways. He's created some bunch sets, Gus, which forces the defensive backs to have to communicate. He threw a running back out wide that forces a linebacker, Baron Browning, to go out and cover as a corner, and all of those have brought up some missed assignments and miscommunication. Sheridan needs to continue to create those unique sets and force Ohio State to think.
2nd and 10. Penix. Deflected and incomplete. A lot of deflected balls today on both sides.
Really solid defensive line play, getting that rush, pushing that pocket all the way back, almost getting to Penix. He had no shot on that one. So you got Tommy Togiai, who's just been a monster this year, has played his best football. And now Indiana's got a huge 3rd down.
3rd down 10 at the 48. They're 1 of 7 on 3rd down conversions today. Trips at the top of your screen. Freifogel, the receiver, at the very top. Penix looks that way. Underneath, and it's caught. This is Whop Philyor with a first down.
Beautiful route by Whop Philyor. He's going to come in like this, and then he's just going to peel right back out. It's kind of a break route. They're playing man-to-man coverage in Sevyn Banks, the corner. He didn't have a chance because of the quickness of Whop Philyor, who's one of the best slot players in the Big Ten. Beautiful ball there. Look at that, right on the money out of his break. Again, the anticipation from Penix to put that ball on time and on target.
Gain of 15, first down at the Ohio State 33. Penix rolling out of the pocket to a strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown, Freifogel again in front of Hooker. And Hooker upset, as well he should be, because Ty Freifogel fried him.
Tell you why he's upset is because he's the free safety in the middle of the field. He cannot bite up in coverage, and that's what he does. And Freifogel then turns his route up the field towards the back of the end zone. Beautiful throw from Penix, and Freifogel does the rest. Up, getting the feet down, holding on through the ground. Touchdown, Indiana. What an answer on the last couple of series from these Hoosiers.
Consecutive scores for Indiana for the first time today. 35-21. Tom Allen said, watch my team. We will respond. They're responding right now. Secondary for the Buckeyes looking a little shaky.
Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing, that came from me? Really? My first idea was, in 1/4 of an hour, your savings will tower over you, figuratively speaking. But that's not catchy, is it? That's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes, 15%? Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You push your body hard in the name of fitness. Sure, it's for a good cause. But a good cause shouldn't mean sacrificing a good time.
Honey.
Honey. New NyQuil Severe Honey is maximum strength cold and flu medicine with soothing, honeylicious taste. NyQuil Honey. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine.
This year we decided to host for the holidays.
It was a tight squeeze. Turns out to cook a whole dinner, you need a whole kitchen. Then we found out with Rocket Mortgage looking at loan options for our next kitchen was easy.
And I'm just going to ignore that.
I think her family really enjoyed it.
When you're ready for a home that's fit for the holidays and your budget, Rocket can.
Beautiful. But support the leg. When I started Cobra Kai, the lack of control over my business made me a little intense. But now I practice a different philosophy. QuickBooks helps me get paid, manage cash flow, and run payroll. And now I'm back on top with Koala Kai. Hey! More mercy.
Save over 30 hours a month with Intuit QuickBooks, the easy way to a happier business.
Fox News, the Voices America Trust, standing up for what's right.
These legal efforts are critical. Can we speak freely again? Can we have America back? We, the people, deserve better.
Fox News, the Voices America Trusts.
Today on Fox, it's a battle of Big 12 title contenders as K-State takes on Iowa State next. Then Arizona and Washington clash in Pac-12 action at 8 Eastern. College football continues next on Fox and the Fox Sports app. K-State has won 11 of the last 12 meetings against Iowa State. What's the chair mean, Joel? Have any idea?
I tell him I ain't got it. Dog, I don't know. I don't know.
Indiana kicks it away for touchback.
Well, listen, this has been a different game for Justin Fields. Even though they have the lead and they've looked really good at times, you know, you look at what he was able to do in those first three, and it was fairly effortless. And here today, this defense for Indiana, you got to give him a lot of credit. They've presented pressure in his face. He's gotten those 3 total touchdowns, but the 3 interceptions ties as many as he's thrown in his career here. And this is a big series here, in particular for Indiana, to try to maintain some of this momentum. Kane Womack, the defensive coordinator, I expect him to be ultra aggressive here early in the down set. First and second down, expect some pressure here from these linebackers.
First down at the 25 for the Buckeyes. Near side caught. Olave again close to a first down as he's roughed up by Tywan Mullen. Olave gets up slowly. I think he's fine.
And that's the guy to go to. Look at, he was kind of slung down, and it looks like, yep, goes into the coaching staff there. I think that was the O-line coach for Ohio State.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 at the 32. Important defensive series for Indiana. If they can get off the field and score, it'll make this game interesting. Master Teague. And he spins forward for first. Cam Jones stops him.
That's why it's going to be such an important drive for this offensive line. I think Ryan Day is going to go to the run game and then the short passing attack. Try to attack those underneath zones to try to get the ball out of Fields' hands as quickly as he can. If these big guys up front can start to control and settle the game down with the run game, then they can potentially start forcing the football back down the field.
First down. Fields. Pocket collapsing on him. Fields gets outside, takes off, and makes something out of nothing. Slides down for about an 8-yard gain.
He was looking out to his left, and the freshman wide receiver, Julian Fleming, I think that's where he wanted to go with the ball, with the out route, and Fleming just got knocked over. And so all of a sudden he's like, oh boy. And he makes a play with his feet and creates a 2nd and short. Boy, those safeties are awfully low.
What does that mean? As they hand it off. And a first down. Master Teague cuts it back. Master Teague down to the 25.
Go with that straight ahead run game. That offensive line on the right side did a heck of a job. Led by Wyatt Davis, number 52. That right guard opened up a big hole for Master Teague. And that's exactly what they've gone to. They've gone to the short passing game and the run game, Gus, to settle everything down after Indiana Had a couple of series, a couple of big plays. You need to allow your defense to get a rest and to get adjusted on the sideline, maybe even more importantly. So they're taking a bit of time here and allowing those big guys up front to eat.
Master Teague, 15 carries, 137 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He runs it again behind that big offensive line, opening up all sorts of holes. Teague averaging 9.1 yards per carry. A couple of plays ago, you said that the safeties were really low. What does that mean?
Well, when they line up in the pistol, that means that the tailback is right behind the shotgun quarterback. They're thinking downhill run, right? That set from Ohio State, they generally either throw play action or they run it in between the tackles, heavy downhill. And when the safeties get low like that, you start to think, at least in my mind, a play caller thinks, let's put a big play action, heavy play action, and then throw the ball over the top.
Fields wants to throw it. Fields sacked again. This time it's Jamar Johnson, and what a game this man's had.
Boy, he just ran over Master Teague. Watch this. He's going to come on the blitz, and Teague goes to block him, the tailback. Teague's a strong guy, but boom, he just runs right over him and then gets to Fields and tackles him in the backfield. We've seen pressure from Indiana almost constantly on every series, but the series in which Fields has been able to escape, he's created big plays. There, they get the tackle with Jamar Johnson, who's played one heck of a football game.
4th sack of the day for Indiana. They had 4 last week, along with 4 turnovers against Michigan State. Loss of 8. 3rd and 13 at the 27. Justin Fields delivers underneath, incomplete for Olave. So that brings up 4th down and 13 from the 27-yard line. What do you do here, partner?
Well, remember, they've got a shaky kicking situation right now.
Lake Hallbeal out with a groin injury.
And because they didn't pick up any yardage, I was hesitant to see if they would kick it, but they are going to. Here we go. Freshman Jake Seibert in to kick a long one. This one looks like about 45, 44 yards, Gus.
Seibert 7 of 7 on PATs last week, and this one, no good. Indiana holds them off. 35-21. Remember, they've scored touchdowns on back-to-back possessions. So with 1:04 to go in the 3rd quarter, Indiana will take over on downs.
And it's the aggressiveness of the defense that sets it up. Gets Ohio State behind the chains. They don't gain any yardage. And then the young kicker just wide left. What a huge win for the Hoosiers defensively. That is exactly what they needed to try to maintain some of this momentum that their offense has created.
Naturally caffeinated is what Tom Allen calls himself. He has so much energy day in and day out for this Indiana football program. 1st and 10 at the 27. Penix starting to get warm. Penix down the field on the sling. Oh! Incomplete. David Ellis.
Boy, it looked like he should have hauled that one in, didn't it? Because that hit his hands, and he didn't have to leave his feet. Again, one of those creative sets. They shift the running back. He should have had that. They shift him out there. He's a running back, wide receiver kind of combination. They get the linebacker matchup. Those are the sets I was talking to you about. Trying to get the matchup that they needed, and they got it with Pete Warner, and they were unable to connect.
2nd and 10 at the 27. So many missed opportunities for Indiana, and they're still in this game. Penix, sideline, picked off Wade. See you later. Shaun Wade, touchdown, Ohio State. And that's what they've been expecting from Shaun Wade all year.
Boy, he baited him into that throw. That is a long throw for Penix. And Wade's playing off coverage like he's going to give the free access. But look, as he doesn't back up, and then he sees the out route, and he breaks right away under Miles Marshall. And he is gone. Shaun Wade, beautiful play. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Shaun Wade moved from inside defensive back to outside, and he's had some struggles this season.
Well, Penn State got after him a little bit. Jahan Dotson had a career day, and Shaun Wade says, I've seen this one on film. Let me grab that ball and take it the other way.
Smooth driving pays off. With Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you save. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Shaun Wade gave up 2 touchdowns against Penn State and 1 against Rutgers. And he said, hey, man, I'm struggling a little bit. Preseason first-team All-American, preseason All-Big Ten, Bednarik watch list. He comes up with a huge interception, pick 6.
Hey, man, he knows the expectations here. The expectations here are if you're cornerback number 1, if you draw that assignment and you're at Ohio State, you're expected to play at a first-round level. That's what they do. Right? This is DBU, folks. Nobody even comes close to the amount of defensive backs that Ohio State puts into the NFL from the first round.
And to give you an idea, take a look at some of the DBs that have gone into the NFL from Ohio State.
Well, first of all, most first-round DBs the last 5 drafts, they've got 7 of them. From Eli Apple back in 2016, both of the corners on the outside last year, Jeff Okudah and Damon Arnett. In fact, it was Arnett, you remember, that kind of announced to the NFL he was ready to go in the Indiana game last year. Gus, he had a huge pick 6 in that ball game. You had that legendary call. And now Shaun Wade against Indiana this year. And a big year for him. Scouts wanted to see him, how he would play on the outside, and that was a beautiful play on the last series.
Here's Penix, drops it off to Scott, and he gets out of bounds. What's the difference, Joel, for a guy like Shaun Wade who moved from the slot corner to outside? How does that change what he does day to day?
I mean, it's way different. First of all, on the inside, you know, you can put your hands on them so much more, and it's more in close quarters. You can have your eyes on the quarterback a little bit. When you're on the outside, you're more on an island, you know, and you got to learn how to play out there. And they felt like the lack of offseason and the offseason training because of COVID really hurt Shaun Wade in that transition from the inside to the outside.
Here's Watt, Hilliard. And that could take us to the end of the quarter.
Flag over there on the far side.
Pass interference. Offense, number 86. 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. First down.
That's Hendershot, the tight end.
He was running a crossing route and just picked Pete Warner, the linebacker, just hit him. And that's what allowed Whop Phillier to be so open on that crossing route.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 42, Indiana 21. Back to Columbus after this.
Rated M for mature.
It is time, Eivor. Valhalla awaits.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available now.
Write your Viking saga on the all-new Xbox.
There are many reasons for waiting to visit your doctor right now. But if you're experiencing irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait to contact your doctor, because these symptoms could be signs of a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which could make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Your symptoms can mean something serious, so this is no time to wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
Download the Fox Super 6 app. It's free to play. Pick the outcomes of 6 games by 1 Eastern this Sunday for another chance to win $1 million of Terry's.
This year, our driveways have brought us all closer together and been our gateways to the world. For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more. The Lexus December to Remember sales event. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Brittany Payton, now on Good Day Chicago.
Now you might have heard about this show before, but we'll break it down using science. Sheldon, Leonard, Raj, and Howard, that's 4. We call that the Friendship Alliance. Sheldon knocks to the power of 3 for some reason. Multiply that by 12 for 12 awesome seasons. It all comes out to one incredible series. The Big Bang is the best one of all the theories. Big Bang. This is the Big Bang. Big Bang. This is the Big Bang. Big Bang. Big Bang.
Weeknights at 6 on Fox 32 Chicago. Get your Chicago weather direct from Chicago's weather experts. The Fox 32 weather app, the only local weather team in total control. What you see on the air is what you get on the app. The Fox 32 weather app. Download today. The Fox 32 weather app, the only local weather team in total control. What you see on the air is what you get on the app. The Fox 32 weather app. Download today. 2 News app.
America's favorite guessing games are all new on a special night.
Yeah!
First, there are only 2 seats left at the semifinals table.
Broccoli rocked out with his Brock out.
Who will be sent packing for the holidays?
Oh, I don't like this part. It's Thanksgiving.
An all-new Masked Singer. Then the secret voices try to fool you. An all-new I Can See Your Voice will have you floored.
Oh, boy.
Thursday on a special night, The Masked Singer and I Can See Your Voice are all new. Thanksgiving on Fox.
Nebraska, Iowa, whoa! Stanford, Cal. It's a college football doubleheader, Friday at 1 Eastern on Fox.
Big News Saturday is sponsored by AT&T Business. 42-21, Ohio State, 3rd-ranked team in the nation. Taking on the 9th-ranked Indiana Hoosiers. Gus Johnson, Joel Klatt, Jenny Taft, Mike P. with you. First down and 25 for IU at their own 22-yard line. Penix, sideline, incomplete. Intended for Ellis.
Well, Shaun Wade's got himself a fan out there. So happens to be the king. Throwing down some love for Shaun Wade on this pick 6. LeBron saying pick 6, Mr. Wade. Hashtag go Bucks.
Could you imagine if LeBron James would have played football?
Oh,
he's all-state in high school as a receiver.
Oh, man. Yeah, he would have been great.
Would have been great. Underneath, ball caught. Wop. Gets to the sideline, out of bounds. If LeBron James would have played football, if he would have played baseball, if he would have played hockey, if he would have been a golfer or tennis.
Yeah, but does Nike give lifetime deals to all those? I mean, yeah, he's making like, what, $93 million a year?
And he's underpaid, in my opinion. Not enough for the king.
Congratulations on the championship.
That's right. Said he was going to do it. 3rd and 14 at the 33. For Mike Penix in Indiana.
Failure has been the guy on 3rd down.
Here comes a blitz. Penix in trouble. Sidesteps, delivers, caught. It's failure. Is it enough for 1st down? That's the question. Penix did a great job of avoiding the rush.
I think it was, but I also think it was offside on Ohio State. It looked like they got an awfully quick start on the outside. Look at Baron Browning here, number 5, as he's taking off up the field. Yeah, he's certainly in the neutral zone.
Defense, number 5. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
I mean, Penix just hangs in there. He made a couple of these throws against Penn State earlier in the year where it feels like he's on his back foot, he's falling away, there's guys hanging all over him, and then it's just like that ball comes out with that quick release. And they're going to decline it because Fillier got the first down there on the outside with that. I mean, what's lost in all that, he completed the ball on the outside. What an incredible throw.
This kid's a special-looking athlete. Michael Penix Jr. from Tampa, Florida. Tampa Bay Tech, his high school. Last week against Michigan State was the 3rd 300-yard game of his career. Right now, make it the 4th. He's thrown for 354 in this one. Sideline, caught out of bounds at the 40, Freifogel.
Well, you know that this secondary has been sitting over there on the sideline, and they've just been screamed at. No big plays, no explosives. They've given up that 68-yard pass, the 51-yard pass, the 63-yard pass, the 33-yard touchdown. And so now what they're trying to do is they're just trying to force Indiana to drive the football field with 8, 9, 10, 11 snaps versus getting an explosive play and only having to snap the football 4 or 5 times.
First down at the 41. Penix under massive pressure. And again, he just delivers the ball.
Goodness.
Freifogel with the catch on the sideline. This kid has unbelievable touch, Joel.
I mean, this is an unbelievable throw, and Freifogel looks like he comes down with it as they're kind of fighting down there towards the ground, and Proctor's trying to pull it out after he goes down. What an unbelievable throw and catch.
Gain of 12.
Freifogel again, massive day. Last 2 weeks, nobody in America has had more catches or yards than Freifogel, and here he is again. 6 catches, 168 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
First down, Penix looking in the corner. Incomplete. Miles Marshall, the intended receiver, wanted to fly.